Hi, my name is Olivier from Activity Messenger, and in this video, we're going to create liability forms for a tennis club, a tennis academy, or just a tennis coach that's looking to get digital waivers signed from participants for either camp or tennis lessons. So what you see here is a very simple drag and drop form builder, so we can move around things easily. You can include your logo in here, just click edit here, and you can add Canva images or just import your logo or images that you want. When you start a waiver, a lot of times you'll want some context. So what is this waiver about? You can kind of add a text block here and just add more information. And in this case, we're talking about a tennis lesson for children, right? So we have the parent adult information here that they're going to fill in, and you might want to collect more information, right? So I just decided to say I want the name, email, mobile. I can make these required, but I can also maybe get the gender or get, the address. So whichever information you need to collect on the guardian in this case, you would just toggle on in the fields. Then you have the participant or the children. So here again, you click on the edit button and you can decide a few things. What fields do I want optional or required for the kids? And maybe I say, okay, so first of all, this needs to be signed because it's a child. But do I want to allow multiple, right? Do I want people to sign a waiver with 2-3 kids on the same waiver? Maybe I do, maybe I don't. So if I do allow multiple, you click on the add button and it's going to add the different kids. If not, I just remove that and now people can't sign up more than one child on the same form. So let's click on save. Next, I have the assumption of risk, consent, liability, your conditions, whatever it is. You would just come here and you would copy paste them from your, paper form or Google Docs, wherever you might have them. You just copy paste it in here. And then you have at the bottom here, the I read and accept button where you can modify the text, but you make this required. So what happens is when people go through your waiver, they will need to click on I read and accept before being able to fill out the waiver. You might want a yes question or even a yes no question, right? So if I click on the plus here, I want to add a yes no question. A lot of times we see this question for, am I allowed to use pictures or videos on social media, right? So this allows people to opt in or out of these types of things. And there's a bunch of other blocks here that you don't necessarily need, but you might want people to upload documents. You might want to collect more information on the participants. So you can add as many blocks as you want. And obviously we have the electronic signature, which is a box where people are going to sign the waiver electronically. So that's how you would build out your liability form. Once you like what it looks like and you want to share it, you click on the share button here, and every form you've created has a unique link. You can share it on social media. You have a QR code as well. So if somebody were to come in and have not pre-signed the waiver, you can just share the QR code and they can sign on the spot. And you can also embed it on your website as a button with a pop-up or directly in the page. Once people sign the waiver, there's a confirmation page. So if you want to go and modify this confirmation page, you can go and do it here. And under options, you have a confirmation email, right? So what happens is when somebody fills out a liability waiver, a PDF is created in your account, stored in your account, but there's also one that is sent to the parent or the athlete that just signed the waiver. Bunch of other options, but I want to keep it simple for now. So I'm going to click on visit or fill and just kind of give you what the experience would be like, right? So if I were to come in, put my information here, put my, let's just put child in here, decide the gender, put the date of birth, and then I would go and read the sections of the liability waiver. I click on I read and accept, say yes, and then I go on and I sign the waiver. Now I click on agree and submit the waiver. And I get a success. Everything went by perfect. I can fill the form again. Let's say I had 2 children and you limit it to 1. But what happens is I got a confirmation email with that PDF, but you also did. So if I now go to respondents, you can see, hey, we have a signature here. And if I click on this person, I can download the form. So this is the PDF and with all the documents and the information that they signed off on. And lastly, as people kind of fill it out, you will be able to message people. So if you click on the message here, you can then go and email, SMS everybody who's filled out that specific form. I have a few other videos on communications if you're interested, but this would be like the basics of simply creating a liability waiver form for your tennis club or academy.